Hello and welcome to TSM 517-617 Advanced Information Systems Management course. My name is Dr. Vlad Krotov and I'll be your instructor for this course. Now this course is a combined section that includes both online and on-campus or face-to-face students. This video is primarily intended for my online students. This video is meant to help my online students to get started with the course content when it comes to our Canvas page. However, this video is not meant to replace the syllabus. It's more about technicalities of this course, how to proceed through this course using Canvas. At the same time, I think this course will be quite useful to my face-to-face or on-campus students because it gives a brief overview as to the content of this course, what this course is largely about, and once again, it talks about the technicalities of completing this course in Canvas, the kind of assets that we have published on Canvas, and so forth. So I will talk about these two parts in this introduction video. First of all, let me talk to you about the content of this course, what this course is about. This is an Advanced Information Systems Management course. Now, the reason I'm saying it is an advanced course because this course involves or teaches you how to look at the IT or information systems function from the perspective of a senior manager. By a senior manager, we mean somebody who is at the C-level. We're talking about chief information officers, chief executive officers, chief marketing officers, chief operational officers, chief finance officers, and so forth. So somebody who has a C in front of his or her title. Now, looking at the information systems function from that strategic standpoint or senior management standpoint requires a good understanding of both technical or operational aspects of running an IT or IS function, as well as strategic issues. And one of those most important strategic issues is how the information system function aligns within the overall organization, and most importantly, how an information system function can support an overall strategy of an organization. So alignment is another important keyword. So largely this course is about alignment, how information systems align with organizations. So that's why it's an advanced IT or information systems management course. So that's a very brief overview of the content of this course. Now, let me talk about the way this course is laid out in Canvas. Now, if you look at our course Canvas page, you will see that although a couple of items such as quizzes may be missing, and as the semester progresses, I may rearrange things a little bit, I may change deadlines a bit, depending on how the course goes. But other than that, the course has been published in its entirety. So the entire course has been published. I set preliminary due dates or deadlines for all the deliverables. I also posted pretty much all of the materials, all of the assets that you will need for completing this course. So spend a few minutes just scrolling down and looking at the kind of modules and assignments and materials that this course will feature. Okay. Now, another important thing to say is that this course is very linear when it comes to its Canvas layout. What I mean by that is that the course starts at the top. So if you're watching this video, it means you clicked on this link right here. So you start at the top, and then you proceed to the bottom, completing one item, one module at a time until you're done with this course. And you're done with this course when you take the final exam. Okay. Now at the very bottom you have some additional or optional materials. I'll be using those materials when I cover individual chapters or other modules. So they are optional. I mean, you're welcome to look at all those supplementary materials, although you're not required to. So yeah, start at the top, and also you see that at the very top of our course Canvas page you see announcements. Typically what I do, I create at least one announcement per week. I create one announcement at the beginning of each week so that you know what are the most important activities, due dates and deliverables for the week. So I typically post those announcements on Mondays. And in addition to that, if there's anything important going on, for example, let's say I want to remind you about the upcoming midterm exam or an upcoming due date for an individual assignment. So if I feel there's something important to say, I will make an announcement as well. So I try to be conservative with announcements. I don't post too many announcements because I understand that nowadays students and pretty much everybody is bombarded with all kinds of emails, text messages, social media feeds. So I don't want my course to overload you even more. So I don't post announcements too often, but if I do, please read my announcements, because usually it's something that is important. Okay. So start here at the very top of the course. Make sure you read the syllabus carefully, not quickly, carefully, because it's the most important document for this course. It outlines many, if not all, important requirements, sets all the rules that we will have to follow on both sides, as a student, as an instructor. So it's very important you spend some time looking at the course. Take a look at my bio. I mean, you'll not be tested over it. If you're curious who is the instructor behind this course. Also, take a look at our YouTube channel. All of our chapter videos, they're posted on YouTube. And typically, each module devoted to a chapter has a link that says, let's say, Chapter 1 video. So when you click on that link, it will lead you to a separate browser window where you can open this particular lecture on YouTube. Okay, so take a look at our YouTube channel. And also, as a rule, every module ends with a quiz to test your understanding of the material covered by this specific module. So for example, after you're done with the syllabus, you'll have to take the syllabus quiz to show me that you understand how this course is set up. Now, in some cases, some assessments, and those assessments definitely include midterm and final exam, they will be protected using Respondus Lockdowns browser software. So this is a browser. It basically locks you in on the exam screen, so you cannot go anywhere else. Also, when it comes to the midterm exam and final exam, in addition to using Respondus Lockdown browser, you also need to have a working web camera connected to the internet. Because during the exam, the camera will be taking snapshots of your face to make sure there's nobody else in the room, to make sure that you are looking at the exam and not talking to somebody. So this is like a security procedure. Again, this is relevant mostly for online students, because face-to-face students will not have those kind of security procedures. They will have a lockdown browser, but they will not have a web camera. And the reason for that is that they will be taking those quizzes and exams with me. I'll be supervising them, so they don't have to worry about web camera. Now, if you're an online student, then you have to worry about it. Let me know. I understand that there's a reason why you're taking this course online, but if you have any kind of technical issues, let's say you don't have a web camera, then let me know. I can invite you here to our department and put you in front of a computer with a webcam. Or if that doesn't work for you, please make arrangements in advance, because once again, for the midterm and final exam, you need to use Lockdown browser together with a web camera. For quizzes, no, you don't need a web camera for quizzes. Now, when it comes to the Lockdown browser software, it's not. There's a manual that you can find on the web, but it's not rocket science. When you click on this link and let's say you don't have Respondus Lockdown browser installed, it will give you a link to download and install it. This link is not like a generic link. I think it includes some credentials for Murray State University, because Murray State has a license with the software. So yeah, just follow this link, download it, and then use it as a browser. It's a browser, right? It's a browser that locks you in on the assignment, on the quiz or exam, without letting you go anywhere else. So I'm sure you'll figure out. But if you cannot figure out if there are any technical glitches, then please do let me know. Send me an email saying, explaining what exactly is malfunctioning. If possible, include a screenshot. So I'll try to work with you. I'll try to troubleshoot. And don't worry about it. We'll find a workaround. We'll find a solution eventually. So after you're done with the introduction to the CARS module, just proceed. All the deadlines have been set. Everything has been published. Just proceed one module at a time. Cover Chapter 1. You can read. You can download slides. You can watch my video presentation. Again, the slides and my video presentation are based on the textbook of this course. Obviously based on Chapter 1. So you may want to read Chapter 1 instead. In fact, I encourage everybody to read the chapter and then use my slides and my video presentations for reviewing. Now, my video presentations, they follow the so-called voice over PowerPoints format, where you see my slides and you hear my voice where I explain individual points on that particular slide. But again, once you click on the link, you will see the kind of videos that we have for this course. Now, also every module has a discussion thread at the top. So if you have any questions about chapter 1, then post your questions here. And if you have any questions about the course, like general questions about the syllabus or the way this course is organized, then post your questions here. Now, please limit the email use. You're free to send me an email at any point, but please limit emails to issues that are personal, meaning it's something that you don't want others to see. It's something that is not related to the course material. Because if it's related to the course material, then please post your question to an appropriate discussion thread. Because if I answer your question, I want other students to see this question and see my response as well. Maybe it will help them, with their assignments as well. Also, feel free to respond to questions from other students. By the way, you don't have to post questions. It doesn't have to be that pragmatic. If you have any comments, if you have any thoughts or insights or experiences in relation to material or anything else covered in a particular module, please do that. And remember, there's a participation grade in this course. It's subjective. It's based on my biased and subjective impression on the quality and quantity of your contributions to this course in the form of questions or comments. You don't have to post a lot, but if you make meaningful contributions once in a while in the form of questions or comments or opinions, most likely you'll get a good grade for this participation component. But nevertheless, you cannot be completely silent. You cannot be completely disconnected from this course, especially if you're an online student. Also, there's a module devoted to the Strategic Information Systems Plan. It's published after chapter 2, but I suggest that you start looking at it from the beginning, starting the first week of this course. This is one of the major grade components of this course. I think it's 20% towards your final grade. So this is your overall semester project or term project for this course. Now, there are some differences between how this assignment is set up for online and on-campus students. On-campus students will work on this assignment in groups of 4 to 6 people. Okay. At the end of the semester, they will have to make a presentation and they have to submit a report, and they need to evaluate each member's contribution to this group project. So they have this exercise, this group project is broken down into several deliverables. For online students, there's only one deliverable, which is the final report submitted at the end of the semester. So you don't have to make a presentation, and since you'll be working alone, you're not going to be working in teams, there'll be no peer evaluations. I do this to compensate online students for lack of interaction, so they have to spend more time researching on their own and writing on their own. And that's something that I believe will equalize the learning opportunities for online and face-to-face students. So once again, if you're an online student, it's only report. The entire grade is based on your report that you will submit at the end of the semester. For on-campus students, there are 3 deliverables: report, presentation, peer evaluations. So let me talk briefly about the Strategic Information Systems Plan. This course has a service learning component. It means that you need to act as a consultant or a team of consultants that helps a real organization, can be any organization, for-profit company, non-profit company or organization, maybe even religious organization like a church. So you need to help them to create a 5-year vision for in relation to technology. Where do they see their IT department, their IT infrastructure? What kind of projects they will initiate? What are they trying to achieve with the help of technology within the next 5 years? So that this needs to be a real organization. If you cannot find a real organization to work with, that happens. Just let me know. Maybe I'll help you with something. Again, don't worry about it that much, because we'll find a workaround. But let me know if you have problems finding an organization for which you'll be creating your information systems plan. I'll try to help you out. So as you scroll down, you see all those modules that you need to complete one at a time. A couple of quizzes are missing. I'll post them a bit later. Like for the case study workshop, I'll post additional links. But other than that, the entire course is right here in front of you. So that's the end of part 2 that is devoted to the content of this course in Canvas. Again, at any point, please let me know if you have any questions. I would prefer that you post your questions here in Canvas so that everybody else can see. But if it's something, once again, not related to the course material, then send me an email. In any case, I'm regardless of whether you're online or an on-campus student, I'm always available to you to answer your questions. So if you, as you go through this course, if you have any difficulties, if something is confusing, sometimes it's me who is making a mistake in terms of, with description, assignment descriptions or deadlines. So let me know. I would really appreciate it. So don't feel like it's your burden to figure it out and make it work. If you have any doubts, if you have any confusion, let me know. Maybe it's actually my issue, right? So yeah, if you ever need help, post your questions here or send me an email. In general, I hope you have a great and productive semester. I also hope that you will find this course enjoyable and also useful for your career aspiration. So thank you very much and have a great semester.